Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense. Always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Arizona in a hurry. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Arizona runs out the punt tee. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just buried it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wall. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On the run, still looking. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Charles. He makes a grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled immediately after the catch. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 20.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Arizona right back to the line. To the air, it's Cruz. Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
The give on the inside. Can't get him to the ground. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Back to pass, it's Charles. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's going to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They keep attacking through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to let it go. And it's hard in at the 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to pass on second down. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Arizona in a hurry.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll keep it on the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Cruz. He's got it. so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. He'll try to tack on one more.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Offense getting set for first down. The run from the shotgun. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on first and 10. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's off to the races. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Got it! And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put together an 81-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Looking for a man. It's Cruz. He's going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch. Makes the easy catch and weaves his way into the end zone for a touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. Nope. Return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Trying to set the tone with the run. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Wants to throw. It's Charles. Safe completion on the screen. At the 45 on its way. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Smashes through. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Dropping back, it's Cruz. Moving out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the better.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to power it in. Gets behind the pads and slams into the end zone for the touchdown. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown. The DB saw it. but he thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Cruz. Skips away from pressure. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of his QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's right on target. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. He wants it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down and run. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Line gets set, 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. Touchdown, Arizona. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense Wildcats back on the field again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the left. Plows through the defense.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll go with a direct snap. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. They'll try to snap it quickly. The give to the back. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. To the air on first down. Looking for a big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes the connection. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Pressure coming. Working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You're being sent Central Michigan by 80-something points, he was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Trying to find his man on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singh.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Okay, ready? Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down.
Pound 55 feet. Ready, go!
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The throw. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. 1st down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Scanning the field, it's Charles. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways and how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them. They'll throw screens. They'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
Grabbed behind the line. It's Abraham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still running at the 40. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
And the Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Charles. Complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Singh. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. It's 1st down from the 11. He'll just keep slinging it. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop follow and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Abraham. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Charles. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that, well, good coverage.
Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. He's looking to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Charles. Trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He uncorks one deep. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's still running after the move. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Dropping back, it's Charles. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the right. Got a lot of running room. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's taking the shot. He caught it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side of the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He lost one down the sideline. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The give from the gun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he... The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Charles. Looking for space to the left. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Firing deep. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass to the receiver. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Bust through behind his pad. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield, and they swarm him under. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Try to barge their way in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Get it out on the screen. Just ran him over. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. Looking downfield, it's Charles. The freshman able to get home with the sack. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after... Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Charles. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points, you get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Washington. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. He now has 79 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You've got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do